So how would you like to be able to put one of these drivers in your bag for only $41? I know that question sounds insane, doesn't it? Because these drivers are kind of UK based, obviously, kind of 450 to 500 pounds each. But I've been doing some different looking into the kind of golf industry lately, and I did a video the other day about online driver fittings. And while I was doing my research for that, I stumbled upon a website where you can actually pay a monthly fee to have a brand new driver, but not just one of these a year. You can have up to 3 brand new drivers per year. Right, so definitely modern drivers are very expensive. I mean, my current driver, the Titleist TSI 3, is a £500 driver. But what if you don't need to change driver each year? I fully appreciate that. And most golfers nowadays don't change driver every single year because there maybe isn't enough difference in performance to change it. But what if you could spend less money per year on buying a new driver and actually have potentially up to 3 new drivers a year? So you've always got something fancy and shiny and new. I think it's an interesting idea, isn't it? And the website I came across was actually Dollar Driver Club. So let's look at the website. Let's look at whether it's a good idea to be kind of subscribing to having a new driver, maybe just 1 a year or 2 a year, or even 3 brand new drivers every single year. Right, so here it is, Dollar Driver Club. So the first golf club subscription service in the world. Always have the latest driver in your bag for under $1 a day. Right, so let's get started. So you can basically select your driver, and as you look down the site here, you can see all the new stuff from the major manufacturers. So really good selection. You've got your Callaway, your TaylorMade, obviously the Maverick, Speed Zone, kind of last year's models, but still current. And even if you flick over page, a couple of sold out models there that they just obviously can't get from the manufacturers anymore. So when you click on how it works, so basically you're looking at $30 a month for a new driver. Right, so I know I said $41, didn't I, at the start? So I'm just going to clarify that. So it's $30 a month, but you pay an $11 postage on your initial order. Now, it's only US based, so undoubtedly with me being UK based, get the comments out of the way, stop and comment now if you're in the UK and you can't get hold of this currently. But I think if this is a good business model, this is definitely something that either Dollar Driver Club will roll out more globally, or we'll see more and more companies offering this as an opportunity. But I think it's a very interesting idea, isn't it? Because like for me as an example, you know, I like to have maybe sometimes the latest thing, and sometimes even if I don't see an improvement in it, would I be wanting the new driver? Yeah, I think it's nice, isn't it? If after 12 months you can go, do you know what, my driver's looking a bit battered, maybe you've lost a little bit of confidence, you know it's the right driver from being fitted, or you don't care about fitting if this is the option for you. But you might have lost that little bit of confidence and you know another model from another manufacturer is going to perform very, very similar. And for $30 a month, you could then have that brand new driver. Now, when I've looked at it on the site, initially I thought, you know what, that sounds too good to be true. But when I look into it more and more, it isn't. I think you have to do a minimum of 3 months. And then obviously if you quit, you have to send the driver back. But you have to have the driver for a minimum of 90 days and then you can change. And you can have up to 3 drivers, per calendar year. So at $30 a month, it definitely works out a lot cheaper than spending, you know, your $550 on the Callaway, on the Ping, which is going to be a little less expensive, but still more than that, or the Titleist as an example. So I think it's a great way of getting fitted, and it might be one of those where you think, do you know what? I got down, even when I got fitted, and like I said, there might be a lot of golfers go for this option that don't go for fittings, but you might get fitted and find that 2 or 3 of the drivers were just incredibly close to each other on performance, and you almost can't make your mind up. Well, this would be a great opportunity, wouldn't it? You could maybe try those 2 or 3 drivers over the year, see which one you were ultimately the happiest with. And as far as I'm aware and looking into it with Dollar Driver Club, you can still buy the driver at the end of the year. And what they do is they knock whatever you've paid in your subscription off the price of the driver. So it's interesting because it's not something, I'll be honest, it's not something I'd even considered as a business model. Definitely missed out there. But it's definitely a business model that works in other industries and works really, really well. So I can see a massive advantage with this for the fact that you could have a new driver each year. I know for the guy who maybe doesn't change his driver for 3-4 years, it does work out more expensive. I absolutely get that, and I agree with that. But I would suspect if you're somebody that keeps your driver for 3, 4, 5 years, probably isn't something that you'd be looking at. But for the golfer who does change each year, maybe more than once a year for some of you guys watching, this could be an incredible opportunity to have that new driver in your bag. Now, what I will stress, this video, Dollar Driver Club don't know anything about me doing this video. I'm not being paid for this video. I'm just very interested because somebody that, like me that works in the industry, I want golfers to have the best equipment that helps them to improve their golf. And I think this could be a business model that works really, really well. And I'd be massively interested to see if this takes off with driver. Does it kind of go into the rest of the parts of the game, like irons, putters? I can really see this working with putters. Because drivers, yes, we have a bad game. I think golfers can get their head around the fact, that I need to give my driver another go. Putters are something that definitely chops and changes quickly. So I'd be interested to see if this business model kind of rolls out across all clubs. But if you're somebody who's already signed up to Dollar Driver Club, please comment below and let me know how you found it. If you're somebody that's living outside America that thinks this is a great idea and you'd love to be involved, equally, drop me a comment below. I'd love to see, is this maybe a different way forward that new golfers are going to put new drivers in their bags? I can definitely see the manufacturers being hugely behind this because as prices, I'd say, go up, maybe this year we've seen actually a reduction in prices with TaylorMade not having different price points. We've seen PXG really lower their price point as an entry level for their driver. But I think this is definitely a way forward. And certainly if I wasn't in the golf industry, I think this is something I would definitely sign up for. And I think I just like the idea that if I've had a driver and I've hit it well, I always like to know over a period of time, would a different driver maybe make me feel a bit more confident, help me for the game? But I think Dollar Driver Club are definitely onto it. Undoubtedly, there's probably more out there now because obviously they've been out for a while doing this. But like I said, I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you already take part in something like this? Do you think it's a great idea? Is it maybe the way forward for not just this company, but maybe if they can do it, your local pro, does he need to get into this type of thing to get the turnover equipment a bit higher? But I think in the last 12 months, we've seen the world change massively. A lot of us haven't been able to play golf for a large part of it. So is the whole industry changing massively? And is this a way we're going to buy equipment or lease equipment going forward? We do it with lots of other things where we end up giving stuff back or possibly purchase it at the end of the term. But let me know. I'd love to know if Dollar Driver Club, was nearly a tongue twister there, are they onto something? Is this the future of how you're going to be buying drivers? And if it is, let me know whether you think it could progress through the whole golf industry. So guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like it and share it, comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you have enjoyed today's video and you don't currently subscribe to my channel, please consider clicking the button below. Remember to ring the notification bell, then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.